All right, it is day 24 of the PCT through hike. We're at McDonald's at Cajon Pass. Lunch is about to be served, so we're gonna stock up on some food for our 2-day trek to Wrightwood. We're gonna do the McDonald's challenge. So looking forward to that, and it's gonna rain today, so it's gonna be great. Look forward to the hike. All right, stories from the trail. So I'm interviewing my hiking partner, Dimitri, and Tower of Health here. Got a Coke, a smoke, about a boatload of McDonald's. So what are your thoughts on the McDonald's challenge, sir?
I think it's gonna be epic. We're gonna send it up this mountain, and we're gonna make it to Wrightwood with a bloated stomach, and potentially have a lot of colon problems when we get there. But you know what? All you can do is try. There's no better way to fuel a hike than with greasy fast food, and cameling up with Dr. Pepper is way more efficient than just water. It's liquid calories. So I say win-win.
I concur, sir. And props to Dimitri. He more than doubled, McDoubled what I McOrdered. Although I will say I did also go in on the baker's dozen of cookies. So if you are going to do the McDonald's challenge, in terms of just raw calories per unit weight, order the baker's dozen of chocolate chip cookies. It's over 2,600 calories. Anyways, we're working our way back the trail, and we're gonna have a great day. All right, end of day 24 on the PCT. Started at Cajon Pass after lunch and hiked up to above 6,000 feet in 15 miles. In camp, set up camp while it was snowing still, and I think it's finally dying down. But yeah, a little chilly, and the McDonald's challenge is on. And so dinner was 2 McDoubles and a bunch of cookies. And so delicious cold fast food, and in my tent while it was snowing. And so now I'm trying to get warm and dry off at the same time, because tomorrow's going to be an amazing fucking day. And there's snow coming up ahead as we go above 7,000 feet, I think up to 8,000 feet. So anyways, ta-ta, good night. Morning. Back on trail. That was camp. Nice little cozy, tucked away place. And stark contrast from yesterday when we arrived in camp, where it was snowing. And yeah, it was another ice fest inside the tent, but great night's sleep, and got to wake up to that. So, I mean, that's the PCT right there for you. So 12 miles today to Highway 2, the Angeles Crest Highway, and then hitch into Wrightwood, California. So the trail takes us, we're about 6,000 something feet. So there's Mount San Antonio, or Old Baldy as they call it. We're gonna go up above 8,000 feet, spend 5 miles above 8. Have traction devices at the ready, because I expect snow. So anyways, today's gonna be a good day. Hey there. So today is day, I think 26, and I am taking a zero here in Wrightwood, and it's nice actually to take a day off. I haven't done that. I haven't done a zero since Idlewild. And looking at the camera, I just realized that I look like a raccoon right now. I think the sun, definitely wearing sunglasses, does that. But anyhow, since it's a zero, no hiking, just give an update on how things are going. Things are going well, and so right now, typical things, your resupply, laundry, getting some rest, and just reconnecting with some folks. Spoke with a buddy of mine from the military. We served together many years ago, and he's actually in Julian right now taking a zero, and he started his through hike about a month after me. But it was good catching up with him after a couple years. And then went to the post office this morning to go send some stuff home, just stuff I don't need. And then I'm trying to get back to the post office because I received a package from Amazon for new shoes, and it's at the post office, but the post office, small town, hasn't sorted through the UPS dump that occurred at 10:30 this morning. So they requested I come back at the end of the day, and if not, they don't have it yet, then I'll come back tomorrow morning. So that'll delay me potentially leaving town tomorrow to hit back the trail. Anyways, all things good, but I'm glad it's here. So a couple things that I'm going to cover in no particular order, and we'll go through the list. So the first one is I've discovered in just under a month on trail that your world is small as a thru hiker. You know, your life basically breaks down to food, water, distance, shelter. My life is broken down to those four things, and everything I own in the world effectively is in a backpack. And so what that's taught me is that you can really simplify your life. And so that gives me some purpose and thought post-trail at some point on how to downsize a lot of shit in my life. Because it turns out you can be happy, and it's all cliche, but until you live it, for me at least, I didn't realize this until now. So that's given me new purpose, and I'm pretty excited about that. Second thing that I've discovered, and I knew this, as a section hiker, but when you do it day in and day out, it takes a toll, is, generally the videos I've posted show me smiling and living it up, which I am, but it's not all fucking, roses. What you don't see in the videos is, the thoughts going through my head as it's, 35 degrees. I'm on an endless fucking climb, out of Cajon Pass, and it's turning to snow. My feet are soaking wet, and I'm just thinking about getting to camp. And by the time I get to camp, it's 5 hours of just nonstop, just grinding up a mountain. And it's just snowing a lot, and you're having to fit your tent inside this little grove of manzanita trees, and just enough so you can get in, hop into your tent, try to dry off and get everything. And, you go through storm after storm and stuff like that. And it takes a certain mindset, and you just got to embrace it. It's not just saying embrace the suck. You fundamentally have to accept, being in that situation and just accept it, and for me, that's, I think military training in that background has helped a lot. But it's not all roses, and mindset matters. Third thing is listen to your body. There are days I pushed it, and I just got to watch my pace and how I drive myself, and also a combination of that and distance. Certain types of walking, exacerbate things. I think losing weight, I've lost probably 15 pounds since I've started my hike. I can just tell by my own experience and just my waistline, and changing up the way you walk. So that listening to your body, that's very good. It's absolutely essential out here. Take care of your feet, because without feet, it's kind of hard to do a walk. So every day I make it a point to take care of my feet and make sure everything's good to go. Fourth thing is gear adjustments. I've had to make several gear adjustments. As you can tell, I'm wearing effectively a new sun hoodie. It was my night shirt, but now it's become my primary, and my primary shirt has become my night shirt. Turns out alpaca wool, awesome fabric, but it's not durable. And I have tons of holes around the waistline. Again, Appalachian Gear Company make great stuff, great fabric. I'm keeping it as my night shirt. I don't have to wash it. It keeps the stink away. It's an amazing fabric, but it's no longer my primary day wear. And it's getting hotter now, so the Astroman by Outdoor Research, awesome. Second thing is gaiters. I didn't implement them early in the trail, and fun fact, desert, lots of sand. It was grinding the shit out of the inside of my shoes and my insoles. So I shifted to gaiters, even with pants, and things are much better now. Third thing is snow gloves. I have a set of Showa snow gloves back home in Florida. They don't help me here. So I needed to pick up some snow gloves. So in Big Bear, I went to a fishing or camp store, and for like 19 bucks, I picked up some neoprene fishing gloves, which are a cheap alternative. You don't need to spend 100 bucks on brand name, snow gloves. When it turns out like neoprene, I learned this from submarining, neoprene works just fine. And the last thing was I sent back my umbrella. I love my umbrella for about a 20-mile stretch of trail so far, but every time I've wanted to use the umbrella in the desert, there's trees everywhere, and it just rips your umbrella off. And so, I get the sun protection, but then I get my umbrella ripped off and the high winds. So for those of you who are considering bringing an umbrella on the PCT, I recommend against it. It's just the combination of wind and trees. You're just not going to be able to use it as much. Ironically, I've used the umbrella more on the Appalachian Trail than I have on the PCT, which is just a mind blow. You would expect opposite. But anyways, those are the big adjustments, and that's all I have for that part. And the last bit here is just backpack organization. Over a month now, I've pretty much dialed in my routine, and getting rid of some stuff that I just mailed home this morning helps streamline that a little bit. And so now everything's organized out, and it's much easier and much more efficient to pack. And that's been good. And also, my backpack hasn't been empty up to this point. There's always been something in it, so I emptied it out. There's been a lot of dirt and crap that collects inside your backpack, so it's good to clean that out once in a while and get all the gunk out. And so that's been good. It's also been nice to speak to my lovely wife and see how things are going at back home. I can't do this without the great support from my loving wife and my family. I miss them a lot, but they've been very supportive in why I'm doing this. And so it's been good to catch up also. Other than that, the rest of the day, not going out to eat. I got some salad for dinner here, and I'm going to take it easy, have a salad, have some beer, relax, and enjoy the rest of my 0 day here before I hit the trail. Big stretch coming up between here and Acton, and points to the west. And so we'll see how the weather is with Baden-Powell, which is the next big mountain coming up. It's it's just under 10,000 feet. And the weather's been really warm, so hopefully, knock on wood, the trail conditions are much more supportive. Excited for the next section. We'll provide updates here as we go down the trail.